there's a lot of heat on Billy and just negativity around the program.
Yeah, so I think when you're in college football, you're always going to hear noise, right? No matter whether or not you're winning football games, losing football games, you're playing good, playing bad. There's always going to be that outside noise. So I think it's your job as not only a player, or coach, anyone in this facility, just kind of block out that outside noise and focus on kind of what's going on, on the field, in the building, and kind of what you're doing behind the scenes.
How hard is that to do? You got friends, family, everybody, social media.
Yeah, so I feel like we do a really good job with, putting people in position to make sure that, you have that level of maturity to understand kind of, you're here to do a job, you're here to play football, your alignment, your assignment, kind of get those things done regardless of kind of what's going on and the noise behind the scenes. Yeah, so when things don't go your way, obviously there's going to be frustration, right? You work really hard all week, all hard off season. So when things don't go your way, there is obviously frustration as a competitor. You want to be perfect in everything you do, obviously, but that just comes back to, getting back on the field today, getting back in the film room, figuring out what we did wrong, and just perfecting it to the best of our ability to be able to go out there this week and do a good job at that.
What's even closer to figuring it out? What's going on? It's almost a Groundhog Day situation here.
Yeah, so, I think we've been doing a good job behind the scenes of, putting a plan together and putting the right people around us. And at this point now, it's just, go out and execute. You keep asking these questions about, when is the result going to come? And, at the end of the day, it's just, putting our best foot forward and trying to, perform at the end of the day on the field.
You were here for Coach Mullins last year and the outside noise during that time. How are you taking that experience from years ago and translating it to now, maybe with some of the younger guys who haven't been in the locker room with this kind of situation?
Yeah, so going through something like this before, I think, obviously being the older guy, I can have more of like guidance to some of the guys about outside noise, and I think that's just kind of anywhere. But understanding the fact, just staying focused, taking things week by week, and just understanding that when we go out there to practice today, we're focused on what we're doing today. We're not focused on tomorrow. We're not focused on all this outside noise and other thing. It's what can we do today to make ourselves better for tomorrow or future.
Accountability after the game, and basically said, "This is my fault." He said he told that to you guys in the locker room too. What was y'all's response to that? Did anybody speak up or have anything to say when he addressed you guys?
Yeah, so for me personally, as an athlete, as a competitor, I feel like a lot of guys on the team can say this. It doesn't always matter, the play calling or this or that. We're on the field, right? We're making the plays, we're executing that. So at the end of the day, it's who's out there on the field executing the best. So you guys can point fingers or do whatever you might want to do, but at the end of the day, it's how well we can go execute. And when you talk about we didn't execute. So at the end of the day, it's just going back on the field, going back in the film room today and throughout this week to be able to prepare for Mississippi State.